I don't think I need to say that much more, do I? So this drill vise has cost me, I don't think, any more than 30 euros. And it is pretty substantial. You can see this is all cast iron and very solidly made. The jaws are not hardened, but they're pretty tough steel. It's got a nice Acme screw. The only weak point is this. It's the bracket that goes below the vise to hold the jaw on. And it's just made from sheet metal. And of course, each time you tighten the vise down, this thing gets bent a little bit and gets bent a little bit more until it's so worn out that, you know, you can't clamp anything securely anymore. And then it's held on by wood screws. I mean, come on. So in this video I plan on machining this thing out a little bit and seat a proper piece of plate steel in here, which gets securely bolted to this part so that it's, you know, it has to allow a little bit of rocking for unsymmetrical workpieces, but I don't want any of this type of rocking. This way is okay, but not tilting up like this. So what I've done here is measure the thickness of the material all the way around, and through careful positioning it in the vise I managed to copy that exact same pattern which I could measure, so that I hopefully now can get it to be perfectly parallel all the way around. Currently tramming in the vise, and let me tell you, it's not easy because I have to register against the fixed jaw and it's hidden underneath there. But it's possible. But not least, I decided to skim the top because after all it's just rough cast surface. So the vise is fresh off the shaper and the surface finish is excellent. I couldn't complain even if I wanted to. I'm also really pleased with the results. We're within 200s overall. This is 5.875. $5.9, 5.88, 5.89, and 5.875 again. So we're 2 to 2.5 hundredths of a millimeter, which is 1 thou pretty much. What more do you want? I'm now going to machine these two parts to stack onto this one. This is going to be the spacer to be in between here, so it has to be exactly the same thickness as I just measured. And this one I'm going to saw a piece off, and it's going to fit in this sliding rail over here. So here we go. Parts are made. You missed me make this one because I had to charge the camera up in the meantime. But I made this a little bit thicker than the gap that we measured. It's about 5/100ths of a millimeter thicker. We want a little bit of play. And this one is also a rattle fit in here. It's 2/10ths of a difference because we want the jaw to be able to align on irregular shaped materials, but not too much, just enough so this slides easily without any binding. And what you can see here is I've put in 2 pointed grub screws so that they just catch when I put the sliding piece over it, and I want to transfer the whole dimensions onto this piece by just putting it in here and giving it a whack. Now you can see here are 2 transferred holes, and I've already done that on this piece. First reassembly, and as you can see, looks quite promising. It's still a little bit tight, but I think that's going to wear in faster than I want it to. It is just cast iron after all. And this part here is okay, and then it gets a little bit tight, but I'm fine with that. So now the last thing we have to do is make a catch so that you actually wind the jaw back together with the screw, and I'm thinking we might be able to repurpose this in some or the other way. Well, I just noticed half of the shot was out of the picture. I hope it's not too bad. My apologies. But the vise is back together, and as you can see, it goes pretty smoothly. up and down. And I didn't even have to make myself a new clamping bracket, I was able to repurpose the old one. So there we go. I have made it so that we have a slight amount of slack in here. Maybe you can see that, but there is no tilting movement up and down whatsoever, which is exactly what I wanted. This is very nice and tight. And this is so any irregular shaped, maybe casting or something, will be self-aligning the jaw. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hey, see what I found out? There's a grease fitting below here. Someone's put really much thought into it because this is a precision fit. You must keep wear down.